Thank you everybody for being a part of tonight. Welcome to the kickoff for the 2021 Peoria Mini Walks to Defeat ALS. We are so excited for another year of mini walk extravaganza. We were so excited to see everybody's creativity and dedication last year, and we're looking forward to another awesome year. So I'm Sam, I'm the fundraising and marketing coordinator for the chapter. I've been around for about 2 years now. I actually got involved after I lost my grandfather to ALS in 2016. And I got involved with through the Peoria walk, and then have been involved ever since. So go ahead and get started here. Get the slides going. There we go. Okay, so just a few housekeeping things as we get started. This is webinar format, so participants are muted, but we do have the chat going and the Q&A going. So feel free to write, if you have answers to our trivia questions, or if you just want to leave a comment, we have questions or notes that you want to share with the chat, make sure that it's shared to all panelists and attendees so we can all see it. And then if you have questions, we have our marvelous staff on the line as well to help answer questions as we go. And then we'll have a time at the end to do a Q&A as well, so to pause and make sure we've answered all the questions at the end as well. All right, so who we are, here is the core members of our team. We've got some amazing, marvelous care service team members located all throughout the chapter who are specialists not only in ALS and the ALS journey, but also ALS care in their area. So our territory serves Greater Chicagoland, Northern Illinois, Central Illinois, parts of Northwest Indiana. We also have the development team on that left panel there, specializing in elements like the Walk to Defeat ALS, Run to Defeat ALS, all sorts of things. On the far right on the panel, we've just got some of our little fun facts for the chapter. So the event theme this year, going to be superheroes again. We did that the past couple years. It is just a wonderful theme. It's so easy to decorate for and to get behind. Everybody who participates is a superhero for us. So we're going to be doing the superhero theme again. Our chapter symbol outside of the walk is the sunflower. And then we've got our chapter colors listed down there as well. We use red as our primary color. We just get that question a lot when people are looking to decorate or to prepare for the walk to, set up their pages and everything. So red is our primary color, but if you as a team have a different color that you want that shows your personality, please feel free to use. So our first fun thing we want to do is in the chat, if you could enter your superhero name, and the first person who gets it in there will win a prize from Kendra. So Kendra's going to keep an eye out, and as soon as we see some chats come in, we'll see those names. We'll all see those names come in. So I'm going to be, let's see, I had it yesterday. Let's see, it's Invisible Falcon, I believe. Yeah, Invisible Falcon. So we've got some good ones in there. Yep, I see them coming in. Fabulous. Oh, welcome, superheroes. Looking good. All right, so that's just a little fun. Let's thinking about the route to our mini walk and how we got to our plans for this year. In 2005, that was when our chapter started our walks. So we started doing walks 2005. In 2013, our chapter incorporated the Peoria area walk. In 2014, Ice Bucket Challenge. We received a lot of awareness that came with that. It's a wonderful blessing to the ALS cause and got us a lot further in getting awareness from folks. But we still have a long ways to go. So 2018-19, we're going down the road really excited. We're feeling really confident about our build for the walks and how we're progressing. And then we get this big stop with the pandemic. So we had to find a detour, and we knew right away that we did not want to, if possible, cancel this event. It was too important. It was too crucial and part of our community. So we needed to find a way to go about it that was going to be safe, that was going to keep in mind everybody's health and well-being while still making all members of our community feel part of it. And thus, our mini walk was born. So with the mini walk format, this is some of the feedback we heard last year. It was so wonderful to hear from folks about, how they were able to personalize it with elements like the pet friendly, and that they still found it meaningful and that they knew that it was important to keep going. So we were really encouraged by that and just so excited to see people making it their own. Here are our 2020 walk teams. We had about, I believe it's 22, including the staff team, but I moved us off the chart so it fit really prettily. We had some amazing teams, returning and new teams join the fight last year. Just an incredible job forging the way with us as we tried this new format and tried new things and dove in with our boxes and all of our ideas and really embraced it. So here are some of the numbers from last year. Fundraising is not the only reason that we walk, but we know that it is a crucial part of what we do. So in total, our goal was 155,000. We made it to 72% of that goal, which isn't all the way there. But looking at some of the other numbers that other nonprofits face, we were so encouraged and so impressed and so grateful that we were able to make it to that 72%. We still saw amazing awareness spread. We saw different ways that it was spread with these walks going into everybody's communities versus one location that was more contained. So we were definitely able to look at the bright side and again, feel really grateful for what we were able to get accomplished in 2020. This year, of course, we are looking to try to make it to our full goal. We're always feeling confident and excited and encouraged to try to get there. And then looking at the team fundraising. So out of our 22 teams, 18 of them were able to fundraise for us. And they raised between, on the smallest was 125, and the highest team number that came in was over $28,000. So we have a big span of what teams are able to fundraise. And we have family teams, we have corporate teams, we have big community teams, all sorts of folks. So I took a couple off the average to bring it more to like what the true average or like general would be. Just so if you're looking to set your team goal, this would be a good number to look at. About that 2,000 range, just as a general kind of thought as to where people are landing, if you want to look at what a good team goal would be. And that's such a good way to encourage team members to be working together. And then just to hit your accomplishments and to be able to celebrate when you hit those numbers. And then as all of our total teams together raised over 82,000. And then looking at individual fundraising. So this would be incorporating those members who participated as a team and also the individual walkers raised over 100,000. And again, you can see the span here between $5 and $18,000. So wide span there again, average being about 600 or a little over 600. So again, if you're looking to set an individual goal or to encourage your team members to set a goal, then that would be a great place to start. We love to celebrate our teams and all the wonderful things that they're accomplishing. So we had some of our amazing teams. I saw a couple of already in here. So we had some fabulous teams win some awards last year. Here are our top 3 fundraising personal teams. And you can see Patrick's Pals and Team Ricky with their awards here. Both teams did a fabulous job, as well as Kiss My ALS. So we're so excited. And we love to be able to honor folks, because it's a lot of work and it's so important. So thank you guys. And then for our corporate awards, we've got Team Wrap and Team Accenture. And Team Accenture's picture, I know, is coming later. We had a little, the awards on its way. So we look forward to seeing your picture as well. Okay, so once we got through 2020 and as we were getting through 2020, we were very surprised and excited to see that other community members, nonprofits, and other team members, or in other chapters even, were looking towards what we were accomplishing as a chapter to kind of help shape their programs and ideas as well. So we were mentioned, or we were included in Forbes magazine, not once, but 3 separate times. Also, you can see on the right there, Kendra accepting the Program of the Year Award from Peer to Peer Forum, which is Canadian based. So they're North American centric, and they awarded us as one of their Programs of the Year for 2020. So that's really exciting. Like I said, so like our ideas were used not only for like other chapters, and it was great to be able to share with them, but also world nationwide and even outside of the US. So that brings us to this year. Great news being that we are going to continue the mini walks for 2021. We're able to, with this plan, we're able to go full steam ahead. We're able to, set clear expectations and clear ideas for what we can do for this year as the world is kind of coming into our new normal, our extended, trying to figure out steps for 2021. We know exactly what we can give to folks and what we can build for this year. So we're going to bring the walks to a neighborhood near you because it is our second year doing the mini walks. So let's go into the 5 W's of the mini walks. First being who you want to include in your mini walk. So you can check out these answers here. So you are welcome to invite whoever you want to include. There's no limit, there is no minimum for what qualifies as a team for a mini walk. You are totally welcome to make it as intimate or as widespread as you want. You're welcome to make it one event, or if different households want to have different things that day, if you want to meet in person, if you want to meet virtual, it's absolutely up to you. So when looking at who you want to invite, we've got these suggestions here. If you want to invite your favorite kids, if you want to invite your coworkers, if you want to invite anybody that you want to include in your circle, you're totally welcome to. But if you want it to be more intimate, that's totally welcome as well. So there's some beautiful photos from throughout last year that you can check out. And now what is a mini walk? So all in all, it is an event. And it can be any sort of event. You can walk, but we are not picky. If you are not into exercising, if you're not into taking a jog around the neighborhood, that's totally fine. But if you'd rather run on that Saturday or take a bike ride or a car ride, anything that you want. It could be a barbecue. It could be anything. So you're welcome to shape the format however fits your team. The important elements being that we're spreading awareness for ALS in any sense of what it looks like, and that we're raising these critical funds for our mission. And you get to make it yours. So you get to personalize it and make it special to you and your team members. Okay, so the when. One change that we're making for this year based off of our experiences last year was changing when the opening ceremony is. So last year we wanted to make it we did it Saturday morning. We did a virtual opening ceremony as well. And what we experienced was that folks they didn't have like one big screen for everybody to watch, or they couldn't hear it when people were watching their individual screens. So this year we're going to do an opening ceremony the night before. And that allows you to make Saturday completely about you and your team. So we will have that virtual opening ceremony happen Friday night. And then the next morning, you get to just focus on your mini walk. Absolutely. So we'll do Friday, September 10th at 7 p.m. We will do the opening ceremony, and then September 11th, 9 a.m. You can start to greet your team. Recommended that we start walking around 10 a.m. And then 11 o'clock, you get to focus on your post-walk gathering. And an important part down there, which I will absolutely check in with you a whole bunch more between now and then, is we hope that you would be willing to send me your photos that day. That was such an exciting and encouraging part about what we saw this spring when the Chicago area did their 2021 walks, was seeing everybody's photos and videos and creativity, and really taking their walks to the next level. So it's super exciting. We had just about 300 photos and videos from Chicago come in on Saturday of their walk days. So Peoria, I hope you are ready to bring it. Okay, so the where, again, we make that nice and easy for you. You get to decide if you want to do it in your backyard, if you want to do it in a park, walk around your neighborhood, whatever works for you. Whatever is the best. We've got a whole bunch of whole bunch of different variety of photos there that we see from folks who chose their favorite locations. We had, even one woman on walk day for Chicago was 8 months pregnant. So she took her mini walk through the nurses station at the hospital she was visiting for the day. We also had mini walks in Iceland and New Zealand in Chicago. So lots of creativity to go wherever you want to go. And options for decorating. Some teams are really into this. Other teams, it's not really their style. You're totally welcome to. With the superhero supply box that we'll talk about in a little bit, we definitely give you the tools to kind of get going on that. But other options that teams love would be doing things like making their own signs, making their own shirts, like the Patrick's Pals shirt we can see right there, or decorating, getting in costume, all sorts of fun things. I really love the sample we've got in the center from Michelle, who made centerpieces out of the stadium cups that were included in her box. So totally up to you to get as creative as you want or as you feel like doing there. Did I skip one? There we go. I got too excited. There we go. Okay, so the very important element of why we do this. These funds are so critical. We are raising them to support our mission of creating a world without ALS. And that funds all these different pillars of what we're doing, including advocacy, research, and care services. So you can see pictured here is a visit to Washington, D.C. from a few years ago. Advocacy efforts have not stopped since 2020 and the pandemic. We've done virtual fly-ins. We've done Zoom meetings with politicians. We're continuing to work on advocacy efforts to push the FDA nonstop there. And then research as well. The research that we're funding is not only the fantastic facilities we have in our chapter. We have some amazing work going on in Chicago and other locations, but also nationwide and worldwide. So we're funding research all across the globe. And then our care services locally, we're going to touch on in just a second. You're going to see all the amazing things that our care service program members do. And this is all free. So I'm going to show you here. I know it's a lot, but it is a lot because the amazing workers like Kelly, who is on this call, and I want to shower her with love, they just do so much to keep the journey going, to keep the ALS journey as smooth as possible, because we all know it is such a terrible, terrible disease, and we want it to help in every way that we can. So all of these services are free of charge. The multidisciplinary clinic is its own thing, of course, clinics, but we do provide support at clinics. And then we have all these amazing things that we've pivoted during 2020 and now into 2021. So we did not have to stop services. We were able to change our formatting for our home visits so that folks newly diagnosed didn't have to go it alone, that we were able to work on telehealth elements so that people could get that connection right away. And like I said, our care services team, these 4 ladies right here, they're not just experts in the journey for this rare disease, but they also are experts in their area. So I cannot talk enough about how much I'm so excited to be able to work to help these teams, them accomplish what they need to do. So that was a lot. This year in our boxes, our superhero supply boxes, we have mission cards that are business-sized cards. So you can put them in thank you cards. You can distribute them if you're at a table, if you're at church or wherever. And they've got a little summary here of all the incredible things and all the ways that we are providing support for folks and the resources that are available for folks. So we have these cards to distribute, to share, to help you be able to communicate the mission, because I know it can be a lot. This is a great way to just have that handy or to slip in your wallet, anything like that. So we've got those included this year. One way that we wanted to expand our work in our boxes was to improve our mission element. And so we hope this is a good way for folks to be able to share things about the why behind our walks. Another awesome element that we have that we work on every year is our year in review. And beautiful Jessica, she's already on it to share the link with you for the online version. This is a good way to see more in depth about our different programming. So you can learn about, what we're up to, our service programs, different ways that we're in the community, all sorts of things. So we have that online version, but if you want mailed version, it's like a magazine style, just let us know and we can get you some hard copies as well. I'm trying not to talk too fast, everyone. I hope I'm doing okay. I'm trying to slow down, but it's just me on here. So, but I love seeing everybody in the chat. It's nice to see you all here too. So anyways, okay. So the how are we going to do this? The very first thing that these team captains will see when you open your box, right up front is going to be the superhero guide. And we've created this guide to kind of help walk you through the steps. You know, the crucial steps you see on page 5, we've got a little checkbox to just kind of get you going, but then even more in depth, you know, different ideas to get you started brainstorming to see what you really want to shape yours to be. Again, there's no requirements for what we need this to look like for you. It's all about what works best for you. So this guide is here to kind of get you going. It's right at the top when you open it up, so it'll get you started on your way. And we have lots more inside. So you can see these big, beautiful boxes that we've got for 2021. Here's a sample from the Chicago walk. And then inside it is absolutely packed full. So every team captain for 2021 will get this supply box, and that will help them get started with communicating with their team, planning their boxes, or planning their mini walks. Kendra just mentioned that Peoria box are ordered today, which is so exciting. If you have multiple team captains, please let us know. Or let's say, you know, your core team is walking in Peoria, but you've got, I don't know, family in Colorado and they want to do a walk too. Just talk to us, let us know what your walk is going to look like. And if you need other supplies, we'll definitely try to help and get everybody covered. So just let us know what it's looking like and we can see what we can do. And then we have another fun addition in these boxes would be our surprises for this year. So instead of opening it all up right when you first get your box, we do have 3 items that I'm going to keep a secret, but you can see here you open at a specific time. So open when you've raised $90, open when you need to remember your why, and open when you need motivation. So it kind of just extends the process this year. We just want to delight you, surprise you, keep everybody on their toes, and make this year exciting as well. So I hope you enjoy. Here are some of our favorite things for this year. We talked about the guidebook already. Just seeing the boxes is really thrilling and a wonderful way. I don't know, it's just such a fun, cool thing to see on your doorstep when it arrives. I knew that mine was coming and I was still excited. So one of the things that is, I have a Chicago box here. Let me grab it for you. Close it all the way so you get the full effect. But here's my sample Chicago box. There we go. There's the guidebook. Okay, so one of the things that we worked on this year was a little edit to our door hangers. So these are included to, put around your block, down your street, if you want to ask folks for a donation, or if you want to ask them to join you or to cheer you on while you walk, anything like that. We gave you lots more space here to make that note more specific. And then you can include the link to your team below there as well. Pardon. We also have a new edition of the rubber bracelets that has the veteran tie in their camo, so they're a good eye catcher. It's a great way to, anytime you're wearing an ALS shirt or have something that draws the attention and gets a conversation about ALS going, great way to get more people in the know about the disease and the important, our fight to end it. So the wristbands are in there as well, so they're a great addition. Here are some of our awesome elements in use here. So you see like the backdrop with the rookies. We see people using the bandanas. Kendra's dog Scout is featured prominently because she was a willing participant for our little our superhero masks. But all sorts of different ideas in there. The sidewalk chalk is a really fun one too, to use along your route, but also to send messages to folks if you want to invite them to take the path with you or to write facts about ALS, all sorts of things. We saw people get so creative with those. And then beyond the box, we have lots of tools online as well to help. So we know, especially last year when folks weren't seeing as many people face-to-face, we wanted to give folks the option to fundraise online and to make that as easy as possible. So you can set up a Facebook fundraiser directly through your fundraising portal. That will link it right away, but we also provide these images, and I made up some copy to help you kind of shape what it is that you want to say as well. So I want to make that as easy as possible. Feel free to use any or none or as many of these images as you want. We try to focus on, like, if you want to do team building and recruit more folks, or if you're focused on fundraising. I love the halfway to the goal and the thank you, I've reached my goals, because it's so wonderful to celebrate those milestones and to keep people encouraged and to let them know how they're helping you reach your goals. If you guys like to use stories on Instagram or Facebook, because of the different ways that we're able to engage with those, we've got those saved as well. Lots of fun, just interactive, and you can tag folks and do like a fundraising challenge, because those are the stories that are only up for 24 hours. So again, I tried to give people instructions to make it as simple as possible, but if you have any questions, just ask me and I'm happy to help as well. Okay, so here are the shirts for 2021. I'm so excited to show everybody. This is the design. It's just a little mock-up for you, but we went kind of with a Wonder Woman-like kind of inspiration this year. We hope you enjoy them. Every single walker who raises $90 receives the event t-shirt. So if you raise $90, you receive an event t-shirt. Kendra is fantastic about helping coordinate these orders. So the team shirts go to the team captain, or the shirts go to your team captain to distribute right before and around walk day. So team captains can get the shirts out to everybody. And if you're not participating on walk day, or if you raise your $90 amount after the walk day, that's no problem. Let us know and we can still get you a shirt too. So if you raise your $90 afterwards, let us know and we can get you a shirt as well, because we want to celebrate that milestone. It's so wonderful. The merchandise this year. So it's been a couple years since we updated the supply of what we have on our website available. So just a really cool way to, like I mentioned, when you're wearing a shirt with ALS or a hat or whatever, get the conversation going. You never know who's been touched by ALS or who's never heard of it, and really get those conversations going, keep it going. So those merchandise items support our mission. We're going to get a whole new suite of things launching later this month. I'll try to remember to include those in our Saturday email updates so you guys can know when to give them a look. Otherwise, profile frame, the instructions are included in our little social media area, but a great way to draw immediate attention every time that you're on Facebook. If you're commenting or updating your status, we've got a whole little suite in there of different options for you. And then, of course, us. We want to be a resource to you all the time. Questions, if you're having trouble with anything on the website, if you have an idea that you want to think through with us, please just give us a call. So the event website, we've got as much laid out as possible as we can for you. So here is the short link to get to our website. It's web.alsa.org/Peoria walk. There's our homepage right there, adjusted to fit with the mini walk theme of walking in your neighborhood, walking, where you want. And then we've got here suggestions for some of the pages to check out. So our More Walk Details is really where we go in depth with all the different resources you can check out. Easiest fundraisers, definitely the social-based ones. Like I said, I wanted to make it as easy as possible to fundraise on Facebook, to share ideas, to kind of prompt what it is that we want to share to get folks to donate in your network. And then your soon-to-be favorite page is the social media graphics. So lots of fun there. Here is a sample of one of the strategies that really worked for folks last year that we brought back from popular demand, but would be the social calendars. So people like to use these in different ways. You can suggest that people pay the amount of the day they want to sponsor. So $1 for the first of the month, $13 for the 13th of the month, et cetera, et cetera. Or you can say any donation above $10 or $5 will go to dedicating a day. And as those different donations come in, you can fill it in, you can tag them. Again, just a cool way to pull people in and get them playing along and participating until you fill your calendar up. So definitely recommend checking those out. Those are up on the website now. And you can see a little sample of some of the text samples I made to help. I hope that's helpful. But play around with them and see what works for you. And the number one thing for how to fundraise is to ask, because the number one reason why people don't donate is because they're not asked. People will surprise you with their generosity. And the worst that they can say is no, and they're not saying that from a negative place. And there are always other ways that they can help. Maybe they want to support your team by being a part this year, or they can help you spread awareness or invite others, something like that. So just be sure to ask, have it out there, and folks will surprise you. Some of our best practices that we do recommend would be, number one, making a personal donation. Just psychologically, that's so helpful to folks to see that you are invested in this cause as well. It's such a great, it's the best way to get your fundraising going. And you get a little badge on your page as well to show that, nice and proud that you made a personal donation. Number two, we see the lovely Mr. Tate Albers there, one of our, I think our absolute chapter youngest team captain, leading the way there on Team Shark Cave. He has updated his personal photo, and he has put a little message in his personal page. So updating that text and that photo and making sure that you've set a personal goal is so, so lovely. We talked about suggested goals earlier, but just like as a team captain, having a team goal to really rally everyone around to try to hit that achievement, and then having everybody set their personal goal as well is so important. Okay, so once you've got your goals set and your page looks so delightful and wonderful and personalized, I definitely recommend checking out the email function. They've got a bunch of templates in there for you to use. You can import your contacts. Folks who use the email setting really do see a huge difference in fundraising. They've got a whole bunch. You can kind of see in there all the different templates that they have. So that is definitely a great way to get your fundraising going. And then also we'd recommend doing Facebook fundraising. There it is on the front page of the personal page. So it sets up directly to your Facebook fundraiser or your walk fundraiser. So it goes directly there. If Aunt Susie makes donates $20 on that Facebook page, you can see it on your walk page fundraiser right away. So very exciting. I'm going to let you peruse some of these just to get the brainstorms going on different amazing ideas that folks have used. Oh, Kendra had that statistic. Folks that use the email function typically raise 4 times as much as those who don't. So that is a pretty wild statistic, and it's so true. So wild. So yeah, here are some amazing ideas that folks have used throughout. We get a lot of great feedback from those folks who write handwritten notes. We do have one opportunity this year of including postcards with a space to fill out messages in the team captain boxes. So that's a great way to write a little note to folks to send those out, because that personal touch is just so lovely. Again, we got great feedback from folks who did that. So definitely check those out. And the benefit of fundraising goes back to those pillars of what we're working towards as a chapter. So it's funding the advocacy, the research, and the care services that we're working year-round on. It's making a real impact on the individuals and families living in our community with ALS, those who are currently battling, and it's just absolutely critical. We all know how important the cause is and how awful the disease is, and we won't stop. We're going to do whatever it takes to get ALS eradicated. Okay, so, we have the little slide of like, what's the benefit to me? So just to excite everybody who's going to be fundraising, we do have the personal perks of the event t-shirt, the mystery gift when you raise your $90. We have some prizes and awards that we'll be able to hopefully give people in person next year, but like a little fundraising awards, because we do like to celebrate those achievements, because it's so important to be being grateful and thankful for everybody's hard work. So lots of great elements and reasons to fundraise. And now we have a little trivia for you. So we see the $90 t-shirt raise. The sweatshirt was 90, Kira 90. Can anyone in the chat tell me the importance of 90 and the significance of 90? And the first person who does that is going to get a prize. Kendra is going to check it out. So we'll see the answers come in. Okay, while we look at those, I have a couple of dates to save. And again, we have this on the website, and we have got included in the superhero supply, or the supply box, and lots of other places too. But some important dates to keep in mind would be we're going to have 2 team meetings, at least for sure 1 team meeting, and we'll see how well received they are. But we're going to do a Facebook Live team meeting on Tuesday, August 24th to check in with folks. It'll be a great way to, we'll try to invite like maybe a team captain or so to come join us and chat with us while we field questions and talk through different tips and all sorts of stuff. So we'll have lots of fun there. Oh, it looks like Kendra's got a winner there. That's fantastic. Perfect. So anyways, and then on August 9th through 13th, we're going to do Team Week. And Team Week, for those who haven't had a chance to participate, we have daily challenges drop Monday through Friday, and then the Friday challenge lasts all weekend long. But these are challenges that you can do as a team and individual. There are opportunities for both groups to win. So some is working as a team. We have like individual raffles, all sorts of fun stuff. So the challenges start the morning and go until the next morning, right before the next challenge drops. Lots of fun. Also a great way to like kind of work on those foundational things to help get your team really in a great place as we launch as we're in that mid-August range, getting closer and closer to walk week. Anything else for Team Week I want to mention? Aside from the fact that it's a lot of fun, and I highly recommend participating. Oh, and it's based on, we do a great like percentage rate. So big teams and little teams all are on an equal playing field. It's a great, it's just so much fun and a great way to get involved. So last thing, we have the calendar sticker in the superhero supply box. So you can pop right on your calendar as well. So one other way that you can support, if you are part of a company who would like to get involved with the walks, or if there's a business that you would always support that you think might be interested in getting involved as well, we have 2 fabulous ways that they can get involved. So our event sponsorship is something that's really special to the Peoria Walk. Is our amazing corporate support. So Kendra is going to be the head for both our sponsorships and our auction this year. She would be happy to give you information and to provide any answers if you have questions, if there's somebody who wants to get involved. We have great sponsorship opportunities. We love to work with our sponsors on different things that could be helpful for them. And we like to give people lots of shout outs and include them in the mini walk and make it really special and part of the community. So sponsorships start at $500 and go from there. But yeah, fabulous. And then also we have our silent auction, which was new last year in place of the raffles that we do at our in-person event. So it was a fantastic way to kind of supplement that income that we would make from the raffle and keep different teams involved with their donations as well. So if an organization would like to participate in that way, they're absolutely welcome. The raffle will be open from the 1st of September to the 30th, and it's going to be all chapter wide. So on the other weekends of September, while other regions are having their walk, we'll be promoting it as well. So it's going to be seen all across. We're going to promote it as much as possible. We'll get the donor their credit on the website, and then those funds for the Peoria area donations will go toward the Peoria area goal. So just a really good opportunity to continue to grow in our little mini walk format before we're back in person. So that's what we've got there. I think we are good. Let me know where we're at with questions. Perfect. Joanne's got a question, jumped in, said, can anyone register now? Absolutely. We can, I know we got the link in the chat to head over to the page, but web.alsa.org/Peoria Walk. Everybody can register. You can go ahead and register your team. If you'd really like to, you're welcome to walk as a virtual walker and not have a team association. But you can also walk on Team Sunflower Power, which is our staff page. We don't do like a formal walk because we're busy helping support others, but you're welcome to start your own team, to join Sunflower Power, to get registered right away, and to get this going. I'm so excited for this year. Like I said, the second year of mini walks. We didn't know what to expect for Chicago. I like to call them our guinea pigs because they do everything in the spring and then we get to build on that for the fall. So we saw great participation in Chicago in 2021, and we're really looking to build on that for this year. So let me see, are there any other questions that maybe came through in the chat that we need to hit on? Kendra, let me know if I'm missing anything, or if you come up with more questions, please give me just pop them in. Okay, I'm not missing anything. Perfect. So just go ahead and pop over to my last beautiful slide here. There we go. So thank you all for being a part of it. I'm so excited. We're going to have a fantastic season this year. We're mid-July now. We're going to see you about, on September 11th, September 10th for the opening ceremony. It's just such an important cause, and I'm so excited for this year. So thank you all so much. Please be in touch if you have questions, if you have ideas, anything like that. Our door is always virtually open via phone, text, or email. And get registered so we can get you your boxes. Kendra ordered those boxes, so you can expect to get those about end of July. So make sure you're registered so we can get those out ASAP. So, all right, everyone. Thank you so much. Okay, perfect. Thank you all so much. Have a great evening. And have a early August for the boxes. Sorry. So early August for the boxes. We will see them all then. Thank you all.